I'm Carol Vorderman, and welcome to Thursday's Perfect 10. 10 questions, 10 points, all done in just 10 minutes, Monday to Friday, every week. Coming up, I've got another 10 questions, puzzles and riddles designed to educate, to entertain and to irritate you in equal measure. Now, if you've been playing with us since Monday, you should have a score out of 30 points so far. If not, maybe you'd like to go back and listen to our other episodes. We've had some real corkers this week. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, you follow and you like to get the next episode as soon as it drops. And don't forget to head on over to our socials for even more Perfect 10 content. Just search for @Perfect10Carol on Facebook, Insta and TikTok. Now, before we get into today's Perfect 10, let's take a look at the anagram I left you with at the end of yesterday's podcast. I asked, which classic horror film is an anagram of shy cop? And the answer is, of course, Psycho. A nice easy one for you there, but still well done if you got it right. But anagrams are just for fun here. Now let's play for points. If you haven't scored a Perfect 10 yet, maybe today will be your day. So are you ready to take on today's Perfect 10? Question 1, your starter for a Perfect 10. What does the E stand for in the acronym LED? Answers, as always, after the final question. Question 2 is our hearsay round. You're about to hear some sounds which relate to a well-known phrase or saying. So, which phrase is hidden in these sounds?
Ladies and gentlemen of the Patent Office, might I suggest that my idea is the most superior invention since somebody decided to cut a loaf into equal-sized pieces. Yes, that good.
Hearsay, say what you hear. What phrase is hidden in that clip? And remember, here on Perfect 10, there is no time limit, so you can stop, you can pause, you can come back whenever you like. It's not cheating. Question 3 now, and it's time for Carol lateral thinking, and my favourite, numbers. Can you solve this maths problem? Alfie's car wash charges £15 per car and washes 92 cars per day. How much money will they have made in 4 days? A nice simple maths question to get your brain warmed up today. It's nothing complicated. It just requires a little bit of brain power to engage that mind of yours. So see if you can work it out. Time now to put your memory to the test. So listen up, listen good. Today we're taking a trip to an aquarium.
Welcome everyone to The Depths, the UK's 3rd largest aquarium, right here on the North Yorkshire coast. We begin our journey by travelling back through time to the origins of ocean life 3.5 billion years ago. From here, we'll make our way into the coral reef, where you'll get to learn about over 30 species of coral and the creatures that call the reef home. See if you can spot my favourite, the clownfish. Next, take the escalator to the right to enter the dark deep to come face to face with our collection of jellies, crabs, and other dark-dwelling creatures, including the brittle starfish. Wrap up warm because next you'll enter the kingdom of ice, kept at a chilly 5 degrees to make our penguin colony feel right at home. Before you leave, don't forget to visit our gift shop, where you can get 10% off everything, including soft toys, science packs, and slime buckets with your entrance ticket.
Okay, I hope you were listening because here comes your question. At what temperature is the penguin habitat kept? Okay, were you paying attention there? Don't get in a flap. Just chill out and I'm sure you'll breeze your way to another point. Anyway, questions 5, 6 and 7 are all part of the 3 Fs, frivolous, familiar and fun set of questions, testing your knowledge of things around us every day. Here's question 5, and we're heading back to the classics. The Odyssey and the Iliad are epic poems written by whom? Moving on to question 6, and we're getting sweet. In a tub of Quality Street, how many varieties contain toffee? So here's a bit of help. There are 11 different flavours in a tub of Quality Street, believe it or not. But how many of those 11 contain toffee? That's the question. Question 7 next. Which British actor is known for playing the characters Stephen Strange, Shere Khan, and Smaug the Dragon? For question 8, you just need to change one letter to find a whole new word with a whole new meaning. It's one in, one out. Which letter can you change in the word cave, C-A-V-E, to make something that Superman would wear? I think that was quite an easy one. Is that perfect 10 score heading your way? Because question 9 definitely is. Time for I know this, because I'm sure you've got that answer somewhere in your brain. So try this. Which is the largest ocean on planet Earth? One of those questions that everyone should know the answer to. It's just good common knowledge, is it? But don't worry if you don't know. I'll give you the answer in just a moment. And would you just look, here we are at question 10, and it's the daily riddle. So, how far can a fox run into a forest? Deceivingly simple. We'll see. And there it was. Thursday's perfect 10. That wasn't so bad, was it? Time to let your brain cool down a bit before we get to the answers. If you want to entertain, educate and irritate me, by the way, send me what you've got to @Perfect10Carol on Facebook, Insta and TikTok. And who knows, it might end up flummoxing our entire Perfect 10 family. There is so much happening on our social media. We work hard on that. So please head on over there to try your hand at even more riddles, puzzles and questions to keep your mind working between shows. 10 questions, 10 points, 10 minutes. But did you score a perfect 10 today? Let's hear those answers. Question 1, we began with, what does the E stand for in the acronym LED? The answer is emitting. LED stands for light emitting diode. Question 2 was hearsay. I asked you which phrase was hidden in these sounds.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Patent Office, might I suggest that my idea is the most superior invention since somebody decided to cut a loaf into equal-sized pieces.
Hearsay, say what you hear. The answer was the best thing since sliced bread. Something that some are saying about perfect 10, I'm sure. Don't groan. Don't groan. But well done if you got that right. Question 3 was this. Alfie's car wash charges £15 per car and washes 92 cars per day. How much money will they have made in 4 days? Well, a bit of simple maths here, and the answer is £5,520. 15 times 92, obviously multiply that by 4 and you get the answer, 5,520. Well, if you did that without a calculator, by the way, well done. Question 4 was our memory question, and today we found ourselves at the aquarium. I asked, at what temperature is the penguin habitat kept? And the answer is 5 degrees centigrade or Celsius. Into our run of 3 frivolous, familiar and fun questions now. Question 5 was, the Odyssey and the Iliad are epic poems written by whom? Well, the answer could only be Homer. No, not that Homer, the other Homer, the Greek Homer. Question 6. In a tub of Quality Street, how many varieties contain toffee? The answer is 2 varieties, the toffee penny and the toffee finger. Question 7. Which British actor is known for playing the characters Stephen Strange, Shere Khan and Smaug the Dragon? And the answer is Benedict Cumberbatch, or as my mother always used to say, Benedict Cucumber Patch. Yes, the British Oscar-nominated actor has provided the voice of beloved characters such as Smaug and Shere Khan, as well as continuing to play Doctor Strange in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Wonderful. Question 8 was 1 in, 1 out. Which letter can you change in the word cave to make something that Superman would wear? Well, quite simple this one. Change the letter V for a letter P to get the word cape, C-A-P-E. Question 9 was, I know this, but did you? Which is the largest ocean on planet Earth? And the answer is the Pacific Ocean. Not only is it the largest, it's also the deepest and spans over 60 million square miles. And finally, question 10. How far can a fox run into a forest? Well, a fox can only run halfway into a forest because then he'd be running out of the forest once he got past halfway. So the answer I was looking for is halfway. And there you have it. That was today's Perfect 10. How did you do? Let me know. I love to hear how our Perfect 10ers are getting on. If a Perfect 10 eluded you today, then please come back tomorrow for the final show of the week on a Friday. Remember to subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already, and follow us on YouTube and across our social media channels so you don't miss out on any of our daily episodes or any of our exclusive Perfect 10 social content. I'll be back tomorrow with 10 more questions, but before I say goodbye, I'll leave you with today's anagram. Which famous dish is an anagram of crackpot in-law? C-R-A-C-K-P-O-T, crackpot, in-law, I-N-L-A-W. Join us tomorrow for the answer to that and 10 more tricky puzzles and riddles designed to educate, to entertain, and to irritate you. I am Carol Vorderman. That was my Perfect 10. I hope you have a perfect day.